Good evening, everyone. This is the Northampton Township Board of Supervisors Reorganization meeting. It is Monday, January 5th, 2026. Call the meeting to order. Start with a pledge of allegiance and a moment of silence, please. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everybody. Before we begin with the reorganization of the board, there are three swearing-ins this evening, and we have the Magisterial District Justice Brian Marriott here to do so. So if those being sworn in could step forward, and Judge Marriott, if you could come forward, please.
Definitely ladies first. Love to do that.
Hold the Bible for me.
Good evening, how are you? Good. You stand over this way. And listen, have you put your left hand in the Bible and raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Liz Yaus, do solemnly swear
I, Liz Yaus, do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States of America
the Constitution of the United States of America
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations, you're officially sworn back in.
Thank you.
Returner, examiners. I guess we put it back.
I'll go first.
Okay, and have you raise your right hand and repeat after me.
Yes.
I, Barry Moore, do solemnly swear
I, Barry Moore, do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States of America
the Constitution of the United States of America
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office
and I will discharge the duties of my office
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Congratulations. Anybody here you would like to hold the Bible?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
And you have your own?
We have our own.
Fancy.
Okay.
All right. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Joseph Lombardo, do solemnly swear
I, Joseph Lombardo, do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States of America
the Constitution of the United States of America
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties
and I will discharge the duties
of my office with fidelity.
of my office with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Supervisor. All officially sworn, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Do you want to take a picture? You can. Sure.
Hey, so can I get a picture?
Absolutely. Come on up. Thank you, everybody, and thank you, Judge Marriott. I know you have other places to be. So the first order of business will be the organization of the Board of Supervisors for calendar year 2026. I will entertain a motion for the election of the chairman.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, if I may so make a motion, I'd like to to elect Bob Salser as chairperson.
Is there a second?
I second it.
Those in favor saying aye, those opposed saying nay.
Aye.
Any nays? All right. The ayes have it. Thank you for your support, everyone. I'll entertain an election for vice chairperson.
I make, excuse me, I make a motion, I make a motion to elect Paula Gasper as vice chair.
Okay. Is there a second? I'll second it.
Thank you.
Those in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Ayes have it. Election of secretary.
I motion to elect Barry Moore as secretary.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Ayes have it. Election of treasurer. Is there a motion?
Okay, I'll make a motion to elect Joe Lombardo as treasurer.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All right. Those in favor saying aye.
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 Those opposed, nay. Ayes have it. And I'll take a motion for the appointment of the assistant secretary. I'll move for the appointment of Mr. Pellegrino as the assistant secretary. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Next on the agenda is the assignment of board liaison responsibilities. That is a responsibility that falls to me in light of my recent appointment and the fact that there are new members having just been sworn in, or at least one new member. I will take those issues under advisement. They will be announced before the meeting on the 28th of this month. At this point, there's an opportunity for public comment on agenda items only. Is there anyone here to speak on agenda items? No. Close public comment. As to ordinances, resolutions, and motions, I'll entertain a resolution approving bond amounts for township officials. Mr. Moore?
Sure. The Board of Supervisors is required to set the township bond requirements, and we're recommending $1 million for treasurer, $1 million for manager, and $3 million for financial director. So I'd like to move to adopt Resolution 26-1, fixing the bond amounts for the township officers for the 2026 calendar year.
I'll
Is there a
second
second?
it.
All those in favor, saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Ordinance 626 to levy annual real estate tax. Ms. Rose?
At the December 10th, 2025 Supervisors meeting, the board authorized advertising an ordinance to establish dedicated tax levies on real property of up to 10 mills for fire protection and up to 5 mills for emergency medical services. To recap, the Pennsylvania legislature recently passed Act 54 of 2024, amending the Commonwealth's Fiscal Code, authorizing eligible townships to levy dedicated real property taxes for fire protection and emergency medical services above the limits established in the second-class township code. The action was taken in response to the ever-growing number of municipalities, particularly in developed suburban areas, facing a lack of volunteers available and willing to respond to fire and emergency medical emergencies. It also supports the action by suburban communities establishing municipal fire departments and hiring paid firefighters. Any revenue generated from the tax levy for either fire services or emergency medical services may be used to acquire apparatus and facilities, training, and personnel expenses. Annual tax rates will continue to be authorized by resolution at the board's discretion. The ordinance only enables the board to levy these tax rates at the limits permitted under the act. With that, I'd like to make a motion. I move to adopt Ordinance 626 in compliance with Act 54 of 2024 to allow dedicated tax levies on real property up to 10 mills for fire protection and up to 5 mills for emergency medical services as determined annually by the Board of Supervisors.
there a second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Those in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Ordinance carries. And motion carries. Resolution R26, approving real estate tax levy for 2026. Ms. Gasper?
Okay, approval was by the Board of Supervisors, and it's required to establish real estate tax millage for 2026 as follows. The general fund has 10 mills, the fire fund 9.25 mills, rescue squad fund 2 mills, library 2.40 mills, Parks and Recreation, 2.93, Road Maintenance Services, 1 mil, Road Equipment Fund, .57 mils, and Debt Service is 7.10 mils. The following motion would establish the real estate tax millage for 2026. May I make a motion?
Yes, please.
Okay, I move to adopt Resolution R26-2, fixing the real estate tax millage rates for 2026.
Is there a second?
I second it.
Any discussion? All those in favor saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed,
Aye.
nay. Motion carries. Motion to approve 2026 Board and Commission meeting schedule. Mr. Lombardo?
Thank you. This is the meeting schedule for the Board of Supervisors, as well as the other commissions' meeting schedule. As in previous years, the Board of Supervisors schedule proposed meetings on the fourth Wednesday of each month, with exceptions in November, December, due to budget meetings. All meetings will begin at 7 p.m., with the agenda review meeting beginning at 6 p.m. The budget work sessions on Thursday, November 12th, 2026, will begin at 6 p.m. May I make the motion? I'd like to move to approve the 2026 meeting schedule for the Board of Supervisors, Historical Commission, Library Board, Parks and Recreation Board, Planning Commission, Veteran Advisory Commission, and the Zoning Hearing Board as proposed by the administration and attached hereto.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Any comment or discussion? All those in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Motion to approve 2026 holiday schedule for non-union employees. Mr. Moore?
Yeah, sure, thank you. So we have 13 days that have been selected for holiday schedule for non-union workers in 2026, pretty much the same days that we had in previous years. In addition to this, the administration building will be closed starting December 24th, 2026, through January 1st of 2027. So I move to approve the 2026 holiday schedule for non-union employees as proposed by the administration and attached as memorandum.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Those in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Motion to approve the 2026 mileage reimbursement rate. Ms. Rose?
Each year, the board is required to set the mileage rate, reimbursement rate paid to township employees using their vehicles for township-related business. It has been our practice to set the mileage reimbursement rate at whatever rate is determined to be appropriate by the Internal Revenue Service. In doing so, the rate will automatically adjusted as determined by the IRS from time to time. The 2026 IRS set rate is 72.5 cents. And with that, I'd like to make a motion. I move to approve the 2026 mileage reimbursement rate at the rate established by the Internal Revenue Service.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Any discussion?
Perfect.
Those in favor saying aye.
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 Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Motion to approve official depositories for township funds. Ms. Gasper?
Okay. Every year, the board is required, as a second-class township, to appoint a financial institution as an official depository for our township funds. Okay, the administration recommends the appointment of TD Bank as the official depository for township funds and the designation of any banking institution meeting the specific criteria in Section 708 of the Second-Class Township Code. as authorized depositories for the investment of idle funds. If the board agrees, I'd like to make a motion.
Please.
I move to appoint TD Bank as the official depository for township funds in 2026 and designate any banking or financial institution meeting the criteria outlined in Section 708 of the Second-Class Township Code as authorized depositories for the investment of idle funds.
Is there a second?
Thank you.
I second it.
Any discussion? Those in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Motion for reaffirming insurance providers and brokers of record. Mr. Lombardo.
Thank you. I'm going to move right to reaffirm the Delaware Valley Insurance Trust, the Delaware Valley Workers' Compensation Trust, and the Delaware Valley Health Insurance Trust as providers of general liability, workers' compensation, and employee health insurance, and the Hartford Group as brokers for life insurance, for short and long-term disability, and Paste and No, Inc. as the broker of record for the employment performance and public official bonds.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Those in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Resolution for adopting a fee schedule for 2026. Mr. Moore?
Sure. So the fee schedule the township puts forward is user-friendly and very fair, in our opinion. We try to cover the costs associated with the work associated with the township employees, and also make sure it's comparable to what we charge in other townships. So it's been a very fair and reasonable fee, and it enables us to recapture a lot of costs we go out of pocket for doing the work in the administration building. So I'd like to make a motion. I move to approve Resolution R-26-3, adopting the revised Northampton fee schedule effective January 7th, 2026.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Those in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Those
Aye.
opposed, nay. Motion carries. Motion reaffirming the investment policy statement. Ms. Rose?
Yes, in August 2024, the board adopted an update to the investment policy statement guiding the investment of township pension plan funds. The policy was reviewed by the representatives from GYL Synergies, our investment consulting firm, and the Township Pension Plan Advisory Committee, and was determined to be appropriate for the investment strategies recommended by the consultants. With that, I'd make a motion. I move to reaffirm the investment policy statement for employee pension plans for 2026.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? Those in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. A motion, Resolution R-26-4, reaffirming Township Emergency Operations Plan. Ms. Gasper.
Okay. The Emergency Operations Plan is the township's guide for how we prepare for and respond to emergencies of all kinds, from natural disasters to man-made incidents. The Pennsylvania Emergency Management Agency, PEMA, requires this plan to be reviewed and reaffirmed by the Board of Supervisors by resolution. Frank Fenton, Emergency Services Director, and the administration recommend that our Board of Supervisors adopt this Resolution R-26-4, reaffirming the Township Emergency Operations Plan. Can I make a motion, Mr.
Please.
Chairman?
Yes, please.
I move to adopt Resolution R-26-4, reaffirming the Township Emergency Operations Plan and authorizing the Township Emergency Management Coordinator to file the record of adoption with the Bucks County Emergency Management Agency on behalf of this township.
Is there a second?
I second it.
Any discussion? Those in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Next are the appointments of professional consultants. We'll start with appointment of the township solicitor. Ms. Gasper.
Okay, I would like to make a motion to appoint Joe Pizzo as our township solicitor.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Those in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Next is the appointment of township engineers. Mr. Lombardo.
Thank you. I move to appoint Gilbert and Associates and Bowman Consulting Group as township engineers for 2026, per their terms outlined in their respective proposals.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Any discussion? Those in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. And the appointment for township labor attorney, Ms. Gasper.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, I wanted to make a motion on that, the Township Labor Attorney, if I may.
Please.
I would like to elect Neil Morris, re-elect Neil Morris, and,
Appoint, Ms. Gasper.
excuse me.
Move to appoint.
Yes, move to appoint Neil Morris of the attorney firm Offutt Kerman Attorneys, if I may.
As the township labor attorney.
Yes.
Is there a second?
I second it.
Any discussion? Those in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed saying nay.
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 Motion carries. All right, next are appointments to various boards and commissions to fill vacancies, and the reappointments will begin with the Vacancy Board. Mr. Lombardo.
Thank you. I move to appoint Dave Bridinger as the Vacancy Board Chairman for the 2026 calendar year.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Second.
Any discussion? Those in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Next is the Blighted Property Review Committee. Ms. Gasper.
Okay, I make a motion,
And I'll note, we're filling, it's a 2-resident vacancy for a 5-year term ending December 31, 26, and 1 Planning Commission vacancy for a 5-year term ending 12/31/26. So please be specific.
okay, I don't know that right now. I don't have that. I do not have that. Okay. Yes. Okay. All right, I have it here. We would like to reappoint Alexandra Solars. Her term has expired. And also Lynn, we want to accept Lynn Regrandi as a new member of our Blighted Property Review Committee. And they're 1-year terms. And make that motion.
You're moving for Solars to be reappointed
Yes.
and Rock and Grandy to be the new
Assigned,
applicant,
yes, to the board,
just so that's clear.
yes.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Those in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion's carry. Next is the Building Code Board of Appeals. Mr. Moore.
Sure, thank you. So we have one person looking for reappointment. The Blighted Code Board of Appeals is a committee that really doesn't meet that often, but we do need to have the positions filled. And Robert Rosser is seeking reappointment. So I move to reappoint Robert Rosser to the Building Code Board of Appeals to fill a 5-year term expiring December 31st, 2030.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Those in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Next is the Historical Commission. Ms. Rose?
I move to appoint Jordan Suchi to the Historical Commission to fill a 5-year term expiring on December 31st, 2030.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All those in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Next is the Library Board, noting there's 1 vacancy for a 3-year term ending 12/31/26, and a vacancy for a 3-year term ending 12/31/28.
Correct.
Ms. Gasper.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, I move to reappoint Janet Braker on the board, library board, and Russell, who is Chip Heim. Both of those seek reappointment, and I request that. And the new person on the library board is Spyros Stravakos. He also will be on the library board.
Okay. So the first two are reappointments, and Mr. Stavrakos would be,
The new member, yes,
well, the one new. Yep,
for a
just so we're clear.
3-year term.
All right. Do I hear a second?
I second it.
Any discussion? Those in favor saying aye.
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 Those opposed, nay. Whoop, that was premature. Those opposed saying nay. Motion carries. Got gavel happy. Next will be the Municipal Authority. Mr. Lombardo.
Thank you. There is one person seeking reappointment, and I move to appoint Jamie Water to the Northampton Bucks County Municipal Authority Board to fill a 5-year term expiring on December 31, 2030.
Is that a-
Waters, excuse me. Jamie Waters.
I'll second that.
Okay. Is there a second?
I'll
second
second
that.
that.
Second. Any discussion? Those in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Congratulations, Mr. Waters, who I see in the gallery. Next will be the Planning Commission. Mr. Moore.
Sure, we have one vacancy on the Planning Commission, and Mark Shapiro, who's been on the Planning Commission before, is very good, and I recommend we reappoint him. So I move to reappoint Mark Shapiro to the Planning Commission to fill 4-year terms expiring December 31st, 2029.
Do I hear a second?
I second it.
Any discussion? Those in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Next on the list would be the filling of the vacancy for a Wall of Honor, although I note there were no specific applicants for that for the civilians, and we're going to take that under advisement and address before the meeting on the 28th. So I'll move on to the Zoning Hearing Board. Mr. Moore.
Sure, thank you. So the Zoning Hearing Board, John Fenningham has been the active chair of the Zoning Hearing Board for many years. Very, very good. He's an attorney. And I would move to appoint him as to the Zoning Hearing Board. So I move to appoint John Fenningham to the Zoning Hearing Board for a 3-year term expiring December 31st, 2028, and then appointing 2 people as the alternatives, which would be Dan Wasserstrom, alternates, and then Jason Jones.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second it. Oh, go ahead.
Any discussion?
Nope.
Those in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. It was brought to my attention, I inadvertently skipped over the Veterans Advisory Commission,
Yes,
and you get in big
I
trouble
noticed
for
that.
skipping that one of all things. My apologies. So, Ms. Gasper, if you could please address that.
The Veterans Advisory Commission, the VAC, has 2 vacancies, both for 2-year terms, ending December of 2028, and we will reappoint Kristen Riley as the chair, and also we will appoint Warren Haran as a member of the board. He's a veteran, and he's
So
going
the
to
motion on the floor is to reappoint Ms. Riley and to appoint Mr.
Correct.
Horner.
If I may.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion? Those in favor saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. All right, there is no new business tonight. This is an opportunity now for public comment on non-agenda items. So anybody here for public comment? Thank you. All right. An opportunity to see how good people's handwriting is and how well. First one's easy. Mr. Palestina, if you could just state your full name for the record and indicate, as I know you are, you're a township resident.
My name is Peter Palestina in Richboro, Northampton Township, and I'm here for some constructive advice on the subject of citizens' concerns or public comment. I didn't know whether I should sign in the first sheet because it's not an agenda item to speak on, or the last sheet, which I did. prior to coming here, I've often said to myself, why do they do this way? Maybe Northampton's doing it the same way other townships do. So I did some research over the internet, watched different public meetings, and maybe Bob can explain why or how it happened. But what doesn't make sense to me is you ask for public comment in the beginning of the meeting on agenda items for which you haven't even gotten to yet. So how is a person supposed to speak about what may be discussed when it comes up before you? Now, when I was sitting up there, it was like the reverse. The public comment in the beginning was for regular concerns about anything. And when we had an agenda item, we would discuss the business of the agenda and call for public comment at that time. This way, the board could be informed if a citizen had a problem or can ask a question of an applicant as to what's going on. So how it came about that it got organized this way, I don't know. But you've been doing it that way for many years. I don't know why you're doing it that way, but most other townships do it in a reverse. Ben Salem, for instance, will say public comment for agenda items, but when the chair opens that up, he said there are any agenda item will have public comment on each item. So that's my concern, and my suggestion would be maybe you could change how you're doing it in the future. That's
Fair
it.
enough.
And also, Happy New Year to all.
Thank
New
you.
Year, and fair enough, I would say sometime between your retirement and my election, Mr. Palestina, that's the way it became. But saying just because we've done it that way, it should continue that way, is never the right answer. So if Mr. Pellegrino wants to address that, he may, otherwise we'll take it under advisement.
Well, I can tell you it was a board decision, I'm going to say 2011, 12, we changed that. It was, been a long time. I don't.
Yeah, I was actually on the board when we changed it. I'm the one who initiated the change, Pete. The reason we did that is that we had a lot of people coming to, we had a lot of important agenda items that people came to the meeting for. And then we had other people come through public comment and take up a lot of time of the meeting. So a lot of people who spent the time and effort to be on the agenda made a request to us, say, please, we went through the process of getting in the agenda, we went through the procedure, can you hear us first? And then all other items can be discussed at the end. That is consistent with other townships, and is also consistent with like the school district. Council Rock does it the same way. When you have first couple of public comment, it's only on the agenda items. At the end of the meeting, it's non-agenda items. It's just more of an efficiency thing.
But do you understand why I'm making the comment? Logically speaking, it would make sense to take public comment at the time you're discussing the agenda. How is a person supposed to make a comment on something they don't even know what's going to happen when it comes before you?
Well, you
That's
have
all
the
I'm
agenda
saying.
ahead of time. The agenda is public.
Agenda is public.
Yeah, public. So if you have a question on an agenda item, the agenda is public, and I believe that comes out typically a week before the meeting. So it gives you ample time to review it and, figure out if you want to, have comments on it.
Next is, and I apologize if I'm misreading this, Carolyn, is it Buser Blacknell? Okay, I'm glad I got that correct. If you could just step forward, please give your full name for the record, and please indicate that you are a township resident. You need not give your full address.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Buser Blacknell, in Ivy Land. Yes, I'm a Northampton Township resident. I have handouts for everybody because that's what I always do. So I'm sorry, no one was here. All right, my first question is, I was here on December 10th, and a resident asked why the operating, the camera, I guess, for everyone else to see, why the operating.
You could face this way because there's a camera.
I know exactly what she's
talking about. Why the operating budget for 2026 doesn't add.
They're not intended to add up. That was
That's okay, but
our mistake, because it should have been probably either two separate slides, or the bottom section should have been designated as a list of the major, the more significant departments that we have.
when I looked
So the
at your-
total budget is 65 million, 65 point, or 66 million.
66.
44 million is operations. They don't add up because the bottom ones include parts of capital and other areas that were not part of operation. They're separate proprietary funds. So When you see country club, you see refuse on the bottom, they're not part of operations.
Yeah, that's actually, thank you. I appreciate you bringing that up to me because that's the most important thing I was looking at. When I was looking at your audits, it says government expenses and then business. So is this a nonprofit or is this a business? Am I part
No,
of a
it-
business? Because you're hiring all these people, are people
No,
making money?
the
Like, it's an
the
expense. and I
fund
don't understand that.
accounting for government
Yes.
designates certain parts of our operation as proprietary funds, meaning they're run like a business, and more importantly, they're fee-based and not tax-based. That's really the distinction. So the country club, for example, and our refuse fund are fee-based operations. No tax revenue goes into either one of those parts of our township government.
Oh, wait a second.
They're based on fees.
all right.
so your
like,
refuse
we pay a
fee-
separate fee for the trash.
Correct,
Thank you for
and-
saying that. 'cause
and at the-
this is like a separate, you pay $600 a year for, it's
Correct.
not part of your taxes. All right. that's-
Correct, and the
so
same
some
thing
people-
with the country club. There are golf fees, there's cart fees,
Okay.
there's banquet revenue, but it's all non-tax-based revenue that funds that part of the operation.
Thank you, that is awesome. I so appreciate that. That's exactly one of my next things. That's great. Thank you for clarifying that. So trash, that's what we're talking about tonight, is trash, okay? Refuse, whatever I call it, sanitation. In Newtown Township, they have 7 different trash companies to pick from, okay? You can pick, call them up and decide, I'm assuming by price, because you're saying this is a price. If I'm going to go to a golf course, I want to pay $50, I might want to pay $30, I don't know what golf course, but I'm saying, I might not go to the Northampton Township Country Club. If I wanted to pay less money, I might want to go to a cheaper golf club. So therefore, would we be able to have an option to pick our trash collection company? Because right now, we have 7 in Newtown Township, and we have 1 in Northampton. So why does Northampton, you don't have, I'm going to tell you now, you can think about it, or you can answer now. Why do we have 1 to pick from? Why am I forced to only go to golf club, in Northampton Township?
In 1988, the township made a decision to contract for trash service for a number of reasons. One is that you didn't have 7 different trash companies operating on our roads 5 or 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week. You don't have all that pollution that's coming from the trucks. And it was going to, and it did, save the residents a lot of money over the course of the last 30 years. So in our case, we had really low trash fees when you compared them to what the private sector was charging and what other municipalities had as far as contracts. We had very attractive trash fees. It wasn't until post-COVID, 2023, where we had a new contract and we also changed the type of collection from manual to automated,
Yep.
that you see the price increase. But that increase is consistent with what you would find in any other municipality and any private trash collection company. In fact, some companies charge even more than what you pay as a resident.
Thank you for
So
that.
we did that initially, and it did work for a good 20-some plus years, saving the residents quite a bit of money. If you remember, our fees were in the 300s, 200s way back
For the year?
for the year. Yeah.
Okay, well, then this is great. You're into my next segue. Well, the first question was, I won't even ask that question. Trash was my thing. So I was here in July 21, and asked, I'm not going to get into it. Let me just skip right ahead to your Board of Supervisors meetings on November 16th, 2022. I'm going to quote this exactly. Mr. Pellegrino, oh, no, I won't say that. Mr. Pellegrino also noted that the contracts for waste collection and disposal will increase in 2023. Waste collection and transportation will increase from $2.6 million to $5.18 million. That is an extra $2.54 million for trash in 1 year. The 3 disposal contracts will collectively increase by $190,000. I don't know what that means. The current rate for trash, recycling, and yard waste and disposal are $299 per year per household. Based on the collection contract with Whitetail Disposal, the projected increase for the 3 disposal contracts, the fee must be increased to $575. So we went from $299 per year to $575. Got some quotes out there today. A resident in Doylestown pays $115 per quarter, which is $444 per year for Whitetail. A Ben Salem resident pays $30 a month, which is $360 per year for Whitetail. And Northampton Township, based on your 2022 quote, is $575. I worked in business. I don't know about any of you, but I don't know. Government's not business, so I don't know what this is. But there's no way I say to my boss, we would like to spend an extra $2.54 million next year for the same thing. And everybody would jump. Nobody would do that because we couldn't get our clients to pay for that. But you don't have clients. You have mandated people that are sitting here forced to pay whatever you tell us to pay. I don't want to do that. I was hoping I could come here to say, can we have an option to maybe hire our own, get a dumpster agency or something? At this point, that's a dictatorship. If you're telling me I am mandated to choose this one trash company because in 1998, somebody decided they were going to get involved in trash and say, this is going to be great, we're going to always mandate our company. I'm not an idiot, and nobody else is either. I mean, at this point, you guys have to, if you're going to be corrupt, you need to figure out how to put it
All right, ma'am,
out in public.
that's enough. If you think that anyone on this board has committed a crime, go down the street and report it to the Northampton Township Police immediately.
I've been there
Please.
4 times already. The
Ma'am,
Northampton
I
Township
normally would
Police.
give 3 minutes for this. We've been exceedingly patient. Please.
The Northampton Township
Ma'am,
Police refused to
you've
answer.
now
me, so-
accused this board of being corrupt. That's enough. Any other comment? Meeting adjourned.